They had erased the name from history, scrubbed it from stones, burned it from scrolls, and drowned it beneath oceans of silence. But silence, like the sea, can only hold a scream for so long. The name of the lost kingdom was Lulusia, but not the Lulusia you know. Not the broken, vulnerable nation recently annihilated by a beam of light from the sky. That was a decoy, a cruel echo. The real Lulusia was once a city of light, the heart of the ancient kingdom. Built where all lines once converged on, the exact spot now buried beneath the red line. A land without borders, a utopia where people of all races coexisted, where the ancient drums of liberation echoed across the seas. When the 20 kings destroyed it, they didn't just build atop its ashes, they buried it, literally. The throne of the celestial dragons at Mariagua sits on its bones. The soil they walk upon soaked in the blood of visionaries, and the poneglyphs, they were pieces of its soul indestructible, because they were forged from pyrrolune, mineral derived from ancient technology fused with the knowledge of the moonfolk. Yes, the moonfolk. They were not myth. In fact, some still live hidden among the Skypians, the Birkins, and the Shandians. Their ancestors came from the stars, descending in ships powered by eternal flame. The murals on the moon, discovered by Enel during his cosmic voyage, depict their journey to the blue planet. They once lived peacefully, harmonizing with the people of the ancient kingdom, sharing technology and wisdom. Together, they created marvels. Energy sources that never died, cities that floated, and records carved in unbreakable stone, and that was its undoing. The celestial dragons feared unity more than any weapon. They knew that when people stood together, when fishmen, giants, minks, lunarians, and humans held hands, the concept of hierarchy crumbled. So they demonized difference. They made the sun taboo. They forced worship of shadow, reverence of bloodlines, and the worship of gods. Like I'm you, but who? What is I'm you? For centuries, the world believed the throne at Pangaea Castle to be empty, that no one king ruled the world. A clever lie. The real ruler was never seen in daylight, never named in public. Imwa being that transcended kings, or perhaps not entirely human. What if Imu is the last survivor of a race forgotten even before the Void Century? A Lunarian mutated through ancient science, or a being who used the power of Uranus to alter time itself. Some scholars whispered of voids in memory, gaps in the sky, disturbances in the sun's rhythm. Could Imu be the original traitor once part of the ancient kingdom who turned against it for power? Their obsession with the Void Century, their hatred of light, their fear of Joy Boyett wasn't political, it was personal. Imu remembered the ancient kingdom not as a utopia, but as a threat to their dominion. And now, even after 800 years, they fear the return of Joy Boy, because they know he's coming. When Luffy's heart beat like drums, when his body twisted like laughter itself, the world shivered. The fruit he consumed was no ordinary primicia. It was the Hito Hito no Mi, model Nika, mythical Zoan fruit, long believed lost. But it wasn't just a devil fruit. It was a key, a resonance, a spark. Joy Boy was not a single man, but a symbol, a title inherited by those who fought for the liberation of all peoples. And Luffy, unknowingly, is the latest incarnation. His laughter is a weapon. His rubber body, defying logic, physics, and oppression, is not just silly, it's divine. And as he awakens, so do others. Poseidon has already returned. In Shirahoshi, Pluton may soon rise in Wano Uranus. Perhaps it slumbers still in the sky, watching, waiting for the moment the seas burn red again. And Imu, they've already begun to act. Lulusia's annihilation was not strategic, it was symbolic. A message. We can erase anyone, any nation, any history. But what they don't understand is that history is no longer carved in stone. It sails, on a ship with a lion's head, with a flag that carries the spirit of freedom, with a crew who refuses to bow. Straw Hat Luffy, the man who laughs at gods,